Hello, everyone. It's Kathy Riley with Sharing the Shine, your personal wellness specialist. Coming to you doing 50 days of advocacy, 50 days of ideas, suggestions to help you be your own best advocate. Because when you show up in that place where you're willing to take care of yourself, where you are your biggest cheerleader, when you go the extra mile for yourself, just like you care for the others around you, when you show up like that, you shine. So today is day 4 of my 50 days of advocacy. So I'm getting out there, I'm getting there. So 50 days on day 4, what I want to continue talking to you about is that stinking thinking. I call it our itty bitty shitty committee, and asking for help. So we struggle asking for help. We struggle with those conversations with our doctors and at work and around the house and all of that because there's a variety of reasons why. But so what my tip today is how you talk to yourself when you look in the mirror. So an interesting statistic, women, when they look in the mirror, 8 out of 10 times will say something negative to themselves. It's an automatic response. So we can't really control our subconscious. We can play with it, which is one of these, the tips that I'm talking to you about today will shift how our subconscious shows up. So, but our first thought is our subconscious coming up, and we can't really control that first thought when we look in the mirror. But what we can control is our next thought. So, for those of you, and I said 80%, 8 out of 10 times for women. Men, actually, it's a little bit lower, but you're still there. So this is an exercise for both men and women to shift your stinking thinking. So when you look in the mirror, I want you to, the first thought is the first thought, but your next thought, I want you to tell yourself a compliment. I want you to give yourself a reason to smile. I want you to say, my butt looks perky. That's one of the things that I always say is my butt looks perky. When my child was 5, she came in and asked if her butt looks big. And I know, where do you get that from? But mama. So I have to, what I say to myself is very important because others are watching. So what we say to ourselves, though, is just as important. We need to pay attention. So a little story here. Way back when my husband and I, we just celebrated 16 years together. Almost 18 years, 16 years of marriage, 18 years together. He is all that in a bag of chips. He's my Prince Charming. So when we first got together and started living together, yes, we lived in sin. Sorry, but that's just the way it was. So when we also worked together. So we're getting up in the morning, getting out the door. So routine in the morning. He got out of the shower, so we're in the bathroom, big mirror, and and he comes out of the shower, and he's got his towel and he's drying off, and he's looking in the mirror, and he's looking at me, he's looking in the mirror, and he looks at his legs, he's looking in the mirror, and looks at his legs. Now, mind you, my husband is 6'3", he's huge, and he says himself he has tree trunks for legs, so he's a big guy. And he's like, damn, those are some sexy legs. He's like, woman, you are so lucky. You get all this. And I can tell you it's hilarious. He warms my heart. That's amazing. But the reality is we should all be looking at ourselves in the mirror with that intention, with that thought, looking at ourselves like, damn, the good Lord made something awesome here. So my suggestion for being your own advocate today is to be like Tim. So when you look in the mirror, I want you to say, damn, you look good. Whoever you're with, they are lucky. Find something to say that's positive about what you're looking at. And maybe it's your hair looks good. It's your shirt's clean. Whatever works for you, but focus on the positive and tell yourself the positive. Eventually, as you sit there and work and work and work at telling yourself these positive things, that's what's going to show up in your subconscious. But to start, let's not worry about what the subconscious says. Let's focus on the next thought, our last thought, as we look in the mirror. So that's my idea, tips, suggestions to help you show up and shine and be your own best advocate. Kathy Riley, talk to you later. Bye.